Tonight, the story of a convicted murderer and others who found a new career suing small businesses.
They claim the businesses are not handicapped accessible. Tom Lydon of the Fox 9 Investigators is here. And Tom, you've told us about something just like this before.
Right, we have. Tonight's story is a bit of a sequel. 4 years ago, we told you about Paul Hansmeier, an attorney who is suing businesses under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Hansmeier lost his law license for other reasons, and his wife is now handling many of his cases. But tonight we want to tell you about another group, similar MO, even more prolific, and with a colorful cast of characters that would rival any Hollywood movie.
The regulars all seem to make it to the Friday fish fry at Tin Cups in St. Paul, including those who need a little extra time, like Robert, who uses a walker.
It's easy getting in. If you have any problems, a lot of the people here will go hold the door for you.
And Mary Lou in her wheelchair.
Somebody will make sure that I'm at a table.
So owner Gidget Bailey was stunned when 6 months ago she was served with a lawsuit.
I was served papers that said that we're not handicap accessible and that this attorney wanted $3,500 for him to kind of to go away.
So if you pay $3,500, what happens to this potential lawsuit?
It goes away.
According to the lawsuit, the restroom stalls weren't wide enough for starters.
And then the stall will be made bigger.
There weren't enough handicapped parking spaces or tables at the correct height. All this in a building she doesn't own, sued by a customer she doesn't know, Gerald Boitnott.
Are they an actual customer? Do you know if they've ever really been here?
Never seen him, ever.
Hi. Hi, Gerald?
Yes.
Gerald, my name's Tom Lydon.
I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
No comment.
This is Gerald Boitnott. We watched one day as he carried his walker up a flight of icy steps to his home. He's been a busy man since getting out of prison. Back in 1987, Boitnott shot a man in the head who he suspected of stealing his record album collection. He did 24 years for first-degree murder. Still on parole, Boitnott's name is on 31 separate lawsuits under the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA. And Boitnott's not just picking on the little guys. Recently, he filed a federal lawsuit against the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, claiming their parking pay stations were too high for those in wheelchairs, even though there is a parking app. And for those with a disabled parking placard, well, you get to park for free. But we discovered Boitnott is just one player in a bigger picture. There's also Gerald Doyen, whose name is on 33 ADA lawsuits. My name's Tom Lydon. I'm with Fox 9.
Talk to my lawyer.
And who is your lawyer?
I don't have his name right offhand, but no, I don't want to say. I have no comments.
Okay. You understand why we're interested?
I've heard, but I have no comments.
Okay. Doyen sued Candyland because their vintage 1940s counter was too high, even though there's a low table for those in wheelchairs.
Never had a problem with a customer with a disability or a wheelchair, and I don't even know if it was a customer.
Doyen also sued Chicago's Taste Authority for the incline of its entrance ramp and multiple issues in the bathroom.
I thought ambulance chasers were bad for his attorneys. This is worse. This is somebody making money on somebody that has no issue. We found out that over 20 plus businesses on West 7th were all served within 4 days of each other.
They're called drive-by lawsuits, targeting a who's who of Twin Cities businesses. The lawsuits nearly identical. Come to find out, Boitnott and Doyen are members of the Midwest Disability Initiative, an organization whose motto is make a trail and leave a path, by holding businesses that ignore the requirements of the ADA accountable. Midwest Disability Initiative was formed as a nonprofit 3 years ago by these two, Tracy Bradley and Craig Seifert. Both have criminal records. Last year, it became a for-profit business, operating out of their home in this South Minneapolis apartment building, which ironically does not appear to be wheelchair accessible.
Hey, we've been trying to get a hold of you, as you know.
Seifert, who acts as an expert witness for the group, did not return our calls or emails. So we followed him one day to their attorney's office.
Why don't you leave?
Well, we'd love to talk to you about the ADA
fine, but you...
Hi. Did you, was that...
Yeah, this is private property and we're working today.
Okay.
So if you could please call.
Sure.
See if...
That's Patrick Mischenfelder, the guy who connects the dots. He's the attorney in all these cases. And from what we can tell, In the last few years, this is all he does.
I got 6 calls for 6 new complaints in one day.
Julie Corvey-Peterson is an ADA consultant.
I'm fondly known as the latrine queen and the parking princess because that's where most of my time is spent.
Your impression is most of these businesses want to do right by the ADA.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They just are overwhelmed. Well, there's 87 things in a toilet room that are covered in the codes.
The problem, she says, is that most city and state inspectors won't tell a business if they're even out of compliance. And many businesses assume, incorrectly, they may have been grandfathered in. Adopted by Congress nearly 30 years ago, the ADA says businesses must make accommodations for the disabled that are, quote, readily achievable.
The idea of readily achievable or reasonableness, they say cheap and easy is a way to paraphrase.
So to some extent, readily achievable is in the eye of
the beholder. Exactly.
What I hear repeatedly from my clients is, gee, Pat, I never knew.
Patrick Moore has defended 3 businesses from ADA lawsuits.
It's a bit like being called a bigot.
The counter argument among some disabled groups is we shouldn't have to ask.
True, that's right. You guys should know the law.
Typically, the lawsuits are served on a business with an offer to settle for between $3,500 to $8,000. In many cases, the lawsuits are never even filed with the court. Moore knows of only one case that even made it to trial.
I always tell clients it's like shooting Vegas dice.
Candyland rolled the dice and ended up with a $14,000 legal bill and no changes required.
So for a principal, you actually ended up paying $15,000.
Yes.
And Candyland's bitter lesson is shared by many others who discovered the settlements didn't require any repairs to make their businesses more accessible.
That tells me that these lawsuits are not about what we claim that they're about. I mean, are they about accessibility for folks with disabilities, or are they extortion? Which is it?
Moore has filed counterclaims against the group under the RICO racketeering statute, claiming Midwest Disability Initiative is extorting money from businesses. Once again, the cases were eventually settled. But the Fox 9 investigators have learned the attorney, Mischenfelder, is now under investigation by the State Lawyers Board in connection with the ADA lawsuits.
Are you getting a slice of the money, I have to ask? No. Okay.
That's an important question because under the ADA, lawyers may be entitled to attorney fees, but there are no damages as such. The reward is supposed to be greater access for the disabled. The way attorney Patrick Moore sees it, the ADA is a civil rights law, not a money-making venture for attorneys or their clients.
I was born with spinal bifida. I'm paralyzed from the waist down. It's not that I'm against the ADA, I'm very much for it. But I feel like this law is being used in a perverted way by these law firms and these plaintiffs.
Is there in fact businesses that probably don't comply? Absolutely. We're not blowing any of these off. We're not ignoring any of these rules. Then the guy's just out there, what makes him any different than Al Capone? Or paying for protection money, it's the same thing.
I wish you would talk, because if you're doing good with these ADA lawsuits, that's a story to tell.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, thank you, Gerald. The legislature tried to tackle this issue a couple years ago, passing a law that gives businesses a 30-day window to fix any deficiencies before they can be sued. As a result, a lot of these cases are simply moving over to federal court. And that's where the attorney, Mischenfelder, who declined our repeated request for an interview, is now picking bigger targets. His latest is a class action lawsuit against the restaurant chain Applebee's. For the Fox 9 investigators, I'm Tom Lydon.